Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and more Birthright coverage. So today we have another one in the Domain Action series, and this is a fun one, not one that you necessarily would think of right away as far as having a domain action, but this is a interesting one that creates some unique role-playing opportunities and could even lead to some adventures and things like that. But that's called Ply Trade. So it's a character action, has a special success, and not necessarily any cost associated with it. But each of your characters does have skills, and so your rulers would have these skills too. So a character with a useful skill or business interest can earn money. Bards can entertain. Characters with secondary skills or non-weapon proficiencies can pursue their trades. Thieves can engage in petty theft. The activity can last for an action round. Success roll is based on the character's proficiency score with any appropriate modifiers, so just keep that in mind for whatever edition you're playing. The DM assigns the character's activity a profitability rating of marginal, fair, good, or excellent, reducing the rating by 1 grade in a province 3 or less, and raising it 1 grade in a province 7 or better. So, some things to keep in mind there. So, marginal here, farmer, fisher, forester, hunter, miner, sailor, teamster, cut purse, pickpocket, servant, foot soldier. So, marginal occupations basically could get you 5d6 gold pieces per action. Now, if it was fair, blacksmith, bowyer, fletcher, leatherworker, mason, trapper, weaver, woodworker, bandit, herbalist, or fair artist or entertainer, fair occupations 10d6, so basically double, potentially. Good, again, armorer, brewer, gambler, swindler, jeweler, limner or painter, miner, merchant, scribe, tailor, weaponsmith, military officer, or good artist or entertainer. So good is basically between 30 to 80 gold pieces, or here d6 plus 2 times 10 per action. Excellent level, a shipwright, a major merchant or architect, engineer, superb artist or entertainer. Excellent occupations earn 60 to 240. And then special, so this is a little more variable, but wizards, magicians, priests, and other similar potential occupations could sell their spellcasting services for 25 gold pieces per character level times the province level, right? So if you're level 5 wizard in a 5 province, right? So 125 times 5, there you go. Solid chunk of coin. So here, an 8th level wizard in a level 5 could basically go for 1,000 gold pieces per action. And that's how, coming back to a lot of those wizard domains that we've talked about, and maybe even setting up your own, this is really how you can then rake in some of the necessary coin for your services, and then that will help fund some of your own potential realm spells and things like that. So, something to keep in mind there. Now, a character can also make a specific item for himself or herself if desired. An armorer could fashion a suit of armor, a bard could compose a poem, and so on. This worsens the profitability 1 grade, but gives the character the opportunity to create a desired item with a normal chance of success. But yeah, if you have a blacksmithing skill or armor skill, and the party's in need of some additional gear that maybe just for whatever reason isn't readily available in your provinces that you're ruling, or again, if you're not ruling a physical domain, this is a way to create necessary goods, gear, and equipment for your party and some of your underlings as well, right? So little things that you can consider there. So, but there's different ways you could take it to, creating contraband, for example, if you're a thief, just certain items to sell. Maybe you could be looking at a rival guild that's very well proficient in selling certain types of items and things like that, and maybe you intercept some of those shipments of those types of goods, but creating your own brand of them and selling those instead. So there's just so many ways that you can kind of jump down the rabbit hole with some of these professions, fishing rights, things like that. There's just so many different ways you could do this: hunting, mining, all kinds of different things. So it's really just coming up with maybe a few potential options, sort of low, medium, and high for all the different professions here. So this as like a DM tip, and then just having sort of results that you could work there, but also keeping in mind again the campaign where things are at there as far as potential rival businesses or rival professions. Or is that something that you want to build up, and maybe your character is sort of like a a mentor or a teacher that then helps build up this particular set of professions or skills in your domain, right? So, if you were very proficient at sailing and you have a coastal domain or even river type of domain, well, building up your shipping and fishing industries and things like that, sailing. So, you could use those types of individual skills to then train up your population in some ways, your most proficient people with that, and then using that to increase the renown and wealth of your domain. So there's just different ways we could take that. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of Ply Trade and how that's come out in your campaigns? Like, comment, subscribe, and definitely hit us up in the comments there. We want to hear about your stories. And if you want to support the channel a little bit more, check out our Patreon. There's going to be a lot of early access Birthright stuff on there. Some content, and then also some unique things that will remain there as well. So let us know, guys, in the comments, and check out that Patreon, and we'll see you in the next one.